Greetings. This is Guidance with G. I'm G, and golly gee do I have guidance. To assist me with guidance to you, today I'm using 3 pieces of paper. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. This is my interpretation of guidance to you. Let's get to it, shall we? Now, I usually speak of 3 cards, so I thought today I wanted to pull out 3 pieces of paper. And the reason for that is over the Valentine weekend, I was at the store. And I go to the store once a month is how often I attend this place. But I do know from the clerk, I know his little name, he wears a little namey taggy, but I do know him, and I know that it is his birthday celebration time right now. So at the store, it's Friday the 13th. You can tell he's in a very gurry mood. So I tried to lighten his day by saying, well, person, happy birthday. I know your birthday's soon. And he said, no, it was last month. Well, don't I feel sheepish? I was wrong. So I tried to correct myself by saying, happy belated birthday. Yeah, thanks. I'm working on Friday the 13th. What does it matter? Okay. So I have noticed the gradation out there. And perhaps it's because where I live, if you know, you know, it's beautiful. It was beautiful today. Oh, delicious. 50 degrees. But I do know in 2 days we're going to be at 20 degrees with snow falling again, and we'll be shoveling and things. We are still in February. But we had a little bit of a taste of spring, and so it gets our mood all peppy-do, and then all of a sudden we get that snow and cold again, and then now we're all gray again. Okay, we could always bring sunshine inside, but it got me to thinking that I wanted to give you the purpose of life. I know, me, G, has the purpose of life, but I do. This first thing that I'm going to read to you is 10 points on the purpose of life. I agree with all 9 of them. One of them I don't. But once we get there, we'll talk about it. So this is 10 points to the purpose of life. 1. You will receive a body. You might like it. You might not. But regardless, it is your body this time around. Be kind. 2. You are here to learn lessons. I know we could just stop right there and be done. There's more. You at birth were enrolled into school, and that school is the school of life. Each day, this school will have opportunities for you to learn lessons. You might like these lessons, and you might think they're stupid or irrelevant. But regardless, life is going to present to you lessons each day. 3. There are no mistakes. Whew, didn't that take a load off? There are only lessons. Growth is Growth is a process of trial and error and experiments. The failed experiments are just as important to the process as the outcome of the final experiment. So remember that you're not going to know that experiment works until you've failed. Don't give up. 4. This is a fun one. I found so much joy in this. A lesson is repeated, repeated until it is learned. A lesson will present itself in various forms until you've learned that lesson. But once you've learned that lesson, golly gee, you get to move on to the next lesson. I felt this very intriguing as well for number 5. Lessons do not end. As long as you're alive, there's a lesson to be learned. Joy! Though I do, I'm that Aquarian. I love to learn, not these kinds of lessons, though, I think. Number 6. Now I'm going to try to say this how this is written. I think you'll get the gist. There is no better than here. Because once you have gotten there to here, you only will want there again. Be happy in now. Here and now, it's only but a moment and it's gone. So be happy in what you have. Find joy in what you have around you. 7. This is the controversial one, I find. Number 7 is lessons towards others. Others only merely mirror of you. Let me read that again. Others only are merely mirrors of you. Let's get that straight. You cannot love or hate something about someone else unless it reflects to you something you love or hate about yourself. Now we're going to talk about that just for a minute because I do love a couple people. And golly gee, they eat broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Now we could go to a restaurant and they can eat that, and that is fine. I still love them. I mean, we're not talking about spinach because I'd have been out of there. So that one I've got to think twice about because I can love somebody and I can love them for being different. And I think that's important to know. So 7, controversial. Let's move on to 8. What you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources you need. What you do with it is up to you. The choice is yours. Number 9. Ooh, goosey bumps. The answer lies within you. The answer of life's questions lie within you. You need to look, listen, and trust. Number 10. Profound. This is profound. Whether you think you can or you think you cannot, either way, you are right. I think I can. What about you? Let's touch back on number 9 for 2 seconds here. I know a lot of people think that I am kooky. Wait, no. Yes, they do think I'm kooky, but I meant for another reason. That I can sit in quiet for hours and not even think twice about it. I'm not talking about sitting in nature, though I love nature. Matter of fact, we were talking about naming things, and it got me to thinking the other day because I was saying good morning. I have like almost a dozen trees I've named, and I say good morning to them most every morning. I know, a kook, but again, can you sit in total quiet and listen? I have heard that some people say, oh, I can't do that. It's a little scary. Face your fears. Listen to what they have to say, because perhaps one is talking behind that one. You could hear so much, that little devil on your shoulder. But maybe that angel is talking on it, and you just can't hear it because you're not listening. So make sure you do. So that was the 10 purposes of life. So I got another piece of paper. It only has 4 points on it. See, when you do a task, the number 10, I figured let's do the hardest one first. And that was the 10th, to sit here and listen to me. So like when you face a problem, let's say you have to clean your house. What do you hate the most? I hate the dishes. But I loathe cleaning the bathrooms. So what task should I do first? I should clean the bathrooms first, because do the task that you just despise first. Then it's out of the way. Then the rest of the tasks might not seem so hard. Let's talk about this other little piece of paper that I have. I did think that it was very profound. I did write it down as well. It is labeled 4 agreements. I don't think it is. I wanted to say it's 4 important points you should know, they should teach you in grade kindergarten. 1, be very impeccable with your words. Again, I wish I knew that in kindergarten. The words that you speak are so powerful. They are sometimes more powerful than a weapon, a gun or a knife. They can hurt you so deep or hurt someone so deep, and that's just a word. So when you speak in the direction of peace, kindness, love, and truth. 2, don't take anything personal. We've talked about this before. Perception is one's reality. You might think I'm a goof. I don't think I'm a goof. I'm an eccentric. I just thought of that. So, don't care. Let's go to number 3. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask the questions or to express what you really want to communicate. When you speak clearly with others, that at that time you can avoid misunderstandings, hurtful words. To do that can completely change your life. Speak directly, slowly, concisely with your thoughts. Again, I wish I knew that in kindergarten. Number 4, always do your best. Now, I know it's hard. Your best will be changed from moment to moment. It will be different when you're tired, and it also will be different when you're rested. But each and every time, do your best. This eliminates your self-judgment, your self-abuse, and the regret you might have later. So just do your best. Those are quite profound. And like I said, I found those so many years ago, like 10, 15 years ago. I wish that I had found them sooner. I really do. It would have made a very much big impact difference in my life. I'm hoping it makes one now today and helps you. And the last piece of paper I have, it too only has 4 little points to it. Now, I'm going to start this out and you're going to think you've heard this before, but I'll guarantee you have not heard any of this as of today because Google AI helped me with this today. It's called if. If you have money in the bank or money in your wallet, you are wealthier than the 22% of the Americans who make under $25,000 a year. Or you're better off than the 10% of the world's population that makes about $3 a day. Okay? If you have a roof over your head or a bed to sleep in, you should be happier than 36% of the Americans who are homeless. Now, I'm going to stop here a second because I thought this was a funny little kind of thing because today, again, I just pulled these off of AI Google. So I'm reading it, and it had said the 36% that I'm telling you that are homeless, they are unsheltered. But then it went on to read that 64% of them are sheltered or going into a shelter or a home. Got me to thinking, because if I look at those 2 percentages, we've got 36 and 64. When I add that together, I get 100%. Thought that was a little odd. But again, that is AI Google today. 2 more. If you woke up today, and I'm hoping it was healthy, you are better off than 8,500 people that die in America a day. This is higher than last year, which was only 7,700. Now we have 8,500. This last one, when I saw this statistic, I cried. I had to really, it hit home a little bit to think, wow, how fortunate am I? If you are able to read and understand what you've read, you are more enriched and luckier than 130 million people in America. Now that is 54% of people from the age of 16 to 74. Because then we have that 8 to 10 million that cannot read at all. So I can understand, and nor am I walking in your path. We have problems. What you perceive is your reality. Perceive you can do it. You're here today. You have purpose. Please understand that. Please, because you don't know what the impact you have of somebody else. Oh, you might smile at somebody at the grocery store and make their day. I could tell you a story, but I couldn't get through it without crying. So again, smile, laughter, they are contagious. That's your guidance today. Thanks for watching.